All right, YouTube. I want to bring y'all a little information on on this anti-Trump protest, which are basically I call them terrorist organizations, and I do believe they should be considered terrorists if they want to go out and destroy our country. For the ignorance of for the Democrat. The Democrat Party to me is no different than any other terrorist organization, and they should be treated like terrorists. Look at this. It says, MoveOn organized anti-Trump protests around the country. This MoveOn is right here. Let's look at this. This is the website for MoveOn. MoveOn.org is Democracy in Action. It's basically a democratic site that the people go in here and they can volunteer for stuff. And you can go in here and it tells you about a lot of stuff what they're for. Basically, they're just another terrorist place as far as I'm concerned. But you can go in here and look for events and stuff, and they could actually tell you, like if you want to volunteer for something, you can go right here and it'll tell you, you can put in all your contact information and stuff like that you need for, to basically to go to wherever you want to go to protest. And it's not a peaceful protest. This is another political site that is through the Democrats that they've done for these movements, and it's about rioting and causing a bunch of chaos. So I went in here and I started looking, and all this right here started out during the time when the impeachment of President Bill Clinton started up. And if you'll look at some of this right here, it began with the opposition of the impeachment of U.S. President Bill Clinton in 1998. So, and it says, MoveOn has emerged as a powerful fundraising vehicle for the Democratic Party candidates. And that's all this is. And it's just another, just like the Black Lives Matters, that's what this is. And I got to read, and down here, if you'll look, in 1999, MoveOn continued to pursue whatever this is, appeal recruiting GOP moderate Larry Rockefeller. The Rockefellers, can you imagine that? I mean, the Rockefellers are, big donors of this political party that they have going on. And it's, this is the kind of crap that we have to rid ourselves of. These Democrats are, the only thing that I could see is if the American people would get together and be more like they are and stand on the ground and unite like they have with all these organizations over the whole nation. But instead of using it for good, they use it for evil. They tear up stuff. They're completely terroristic. They destroy everything, and they destroy property, which if it was the American people going out and destroying the property of these Democrats, if we was going out and destroying their property, that would be a problem. They're going out and destroying, the American people's property, and that's what they say. Well, don't worry about it. They tell the cops just to back off, and it's only property, it can be replaced. But it's not coming out of their pocket, I mean, the American people have to pick up the tab for all this crap, It's bull crap. But it's sickening, and this is after the election. And that's all it is. This Democratic Party right here, they should be in prison. So all these people that's created this site and is doing this movement, that is starting this stuff, and not to mention that they got CNN backing it, and they put all this stuff on the media, basically, the media that has the propaganda, and they're just as corrupt, and they push this stuff, So I wanted y'all to come in here and look through some of these WikiLeaks emails. Y'all might want to go through here and look, because here's the thing you can find is like this John Podesta. See, John Podesta's emails right here. And he's talking to this guy, which is probably some Muslim dude that they had at some kind of party or something, But go through these emails and look at these. Look, right here's his phone number. Please call me at 202-999-0738. This is his phone number. And I've currently started making a list of some of these that's coming out of these emails here, right here on some of this stuff. Let's see if I lost my. Oh, no, I'm still recording. I thought I may have lost it there for a minute. But I've currently started making me a little notepad of some of these uh, phone numbers and stuff that's on here, you know, because I mean, a lot of this is they're all linked together, they're all tied together. But be sure you go through and look at some of these, you know, go to WikiLeaks and look up this stuff. You know, this is from John Podesta, and he gives us all this big bullshit, you know, and right here's his phone number. I think we should give him a call and ask him about this MoveOn. Um, you know, this organization basically. Let's see, I've got this on here for the petitions. I don't know why it's on petitions. It should be on home. But check this out. Okay, look right here. If you go to their main site, I guess I should have had this pulled up a little bit earlier. But if you look, they're actually doing gatherings tonight at 11:09. We'll gather peacefully in cities nationwide to affirm the continued rejection of Trump. This is crap. This is terrorism at itself. This is exactly what this is. And what they're trying to do is entice all these riots. And then just because Donald Trump won it, they're going to push these riots and keep on pushing and pushing and pushing until it gets out of hand. And then he can file for martial law and Obama continue to stay as president. That's exactly what they're doing. This is a terroristic group. We need to start calling people and doing whatever we got to do to take care of this, because this is, and we all know, the people know, and they think that we're ignorant, but the people know that this is the Democratic Party that's doing this, and they're freaking terrorists. And if they don't care no more about us than to go out and destroy our cities, then we need to remove all the Democrats out of office, period. We don't need any of them. This is terrible. I mean, this just burns my butt to see this crap. You know, and anybody can come on here and go in here and look up your zip code or whatever. If you want to, you know, if you want to go in here and look to find a place, you know, like say, New York or something like that. Let's just look up a zip code in New York and see what it says. All right. See, there's no events at this area right here. Let's say 143. See, I'm not exactly sure where all these riots are going, but see, 940. Let's go use that one just to see. If anybody knows where they're at, maybe we can go and find them. But I know they're going on because it's exactly what they're saying. You know, I mean, this American on Edge, MoveOn, organized anti-Trumps. I'm sure there's probably down. I mean, they got to be nationwide. You know they are. You know, so when and where, find a location gathering here. Major gatherings include New York City, Columbus Circle, and outside the Washington, D.C. White House. I mean, can you believe that? But there's no phone numbers, though, because I'd like to call these people. I mean, this just burns my butt. You know, hundreds of peaceful gatherings of solidarity, resistance, and resolve nationwide. Fucking peaceful. That's bullshit. RSVP reserved. Please email press@moveon.org to confirm attendance. Wow. Wow. But anyway, guys, look, don't forget John Podestra's email. I mean, here's his email. Here's his phone number. Just call him and see what he thinks about this. I'm going to call him a little bit myself. You know, we need to get our voices out there. We need to start ramming up these Democrats and blowing up their phones and stuff. You know, if it keeps on, you know, we got 2 more months until Trump gets in there. You know, until the inauguration on January 20th, we've got to keep this down to a minimum, because we do not want no martial law or nothing. We got to play smart. We got to do the right things, and you know, and just we can't let this get out of hand. And we got to make sure these Democrats are not, you know, and they're stirring all this stuff up, but they've got the FBI and the CIA in their pockets. So, you know, it don't really do any good to call anybody. You can't call your law enforcement. And another thing I think about the law enforcement, if you actually look at who is the law enforcement serving and protecting, they're serving and protecting our federal government. You know, anytime they go out, they've got all the police that's protecting them and all that, but to protecting me and you from everyday people, they don't do that. That's just crap, you know. So we, you know, and I've got friends that's in law enforcement, and we really need to figure out whose side they're actually on, because I feel like a lot of them are not. And they've got, there's just an extension of the military and the FBI. There's just an extension because, you know, we got laws that, you know, here in America that the our military can't be out on the streets, you know, like they are in most other countries and stuff. So that's what the police are for. They're just an extension of that, you know, but they're in police uniforms and whatnot, and that's what we're used to seeing. So, but the federal government still uses them, and it's an extension, you know, basically in our military. You notice our police forces has more military equipment, more military stuff that they have, and, you know, they've been pretty much stuck like that. So just for stuff like this, you know, but they don't serve and protect us, but they're serving and protecting our federal government. I mean, we got a freaking mob in the White House. So, man, I mean, it's just like a freaking mafia. So anyway, guys, I want to make this little video. I don't want it to go too long because it takes forever to upload. Go through these WikiLeaks emails if you can, and try to find, you know, any kind of phone numbers and start saving them. Man, we start calling these people. You know, if I could find Hillary's phone number, I'll tell you what, I'd be calling her too. So if anybody finds it, please let me know. All right, I'm out.